Sorry, you're right here because my husband took my little holder for my car. It's not really mine, it's his, because he actually needs it to see instructions or directions when he's driving in his car because it's old. But mine has the screen, so it shows me, so I don't really like have to use my phone in the car. But I was using his last time to film because it's like way better. Anyway, this is how I look in the mornings after I drop the kids off at school. When Nixon was in school, he started later. And so like anytime I would go to his school, I would do like my hair and makeup and put on a cute outfit. And everyone knew me as like the cute mom, especially when I was pregnant. But they start so early here and I make their lunch every day. Like I already wake up at like 6 something. I would have to wake up at like 4 or 5 just to get ready like that. So this is what I look like. I started filming this vlog because I am at Starbucks. I picked up my drink and hold on, let me see if I have mocos. Okay, none. Okay, and I was about to tip because I did the little pickup option, but I wanted to see how well this tastes before I tip. Okay, it's pretty good, so I'll tip them. Hold on. Okay, I left my tip. I'm gonna see if my phone stays like this while I drive. I hate when people record while they drive, when they're not, like when they don't have something to allow them to be hands-free. If I ever record while I drive, which is like rarely, I'll have a hands-free thing. Like I'm not gonna be staring at the phone down here when I need to look up here. So let's see if this works. Let me get my ID out. You'll get to see what I do when I go home every day. So I have to have my military ID and I prepare it ahead of time because there's like nowhere to like stop and get your fucking wallet out, and I've dropped my wallet and like literally almost crashed just trying to get my ID out. So I always have it prepared right here and then I go. So let's go. This is weird. I never drive without listening to music. Oh, hold on. I always pray every time I drive somewhere, so don't make fun of me, but let's pray real quick. Jesus, Lord, I pray that I get everywhere and home safely and I don't get into a wreck or an accident. I don't get hit by anyone or anything, and I don't hit anyone or anything. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. Skylar makes fun of me. Well, first of all, he's an atheist, so he's gonna make fun of me regardless, but he makes fun of me because I'm so like ansiedad and I like have to pray or I think something's bad is gonna happen. Oh no, man. Damn, I was about to risk it, but these fucking big ass trucks came. Okay, I made it. Ew, I hate all these trucks. They like make it so hard for me to get into my own lane. Also, not complaining about this car. Oh, I kind of do have a little moco, maybe. I love this car, but like I'm so short and there are so many blind spots, and the way, like, I don't know, the same thing happened in my other Santa Fe, which oh fuck. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Let me get over, thank you. My other Santa Fe was the same way, where the seats were kind of like offset and they were kind of like more to the left. So like if I look straight, my whole left eye is covered by a blind spot, like by this. And I have to literally go like this if I'm like wanting to drive and see over here, especially if I'm making turns. So it is horrible. Like right now, this is all I see. I hate that. I feel like they put the seats too far to the left. They should kind of like move them inward a little bit. Yeah, hold on. Let me roll down. Hi. Hi. Thank you, you too. And that's it. We have to just like hope that we don't get called for a random inspection. I mean, if I do, I'm fine. I have no reason to like be afraid of it. I just don't want them to waste my time because I don't have drugs. I don't have someone I'm sneaking on. All my shit is legit. My car is registered, insured. I'm a licensed driver. Like, it's kind of pointless, but I get why they have to do the random checks, because people literally sneak other people on base, and like, it's worse than you think. It's not like someone who just like shouldn't be on base because they're not military. Like, you can bring family members and people who like aren't felons and don't have like warrants out for their arrest. You can bring them on base. My family has come to stay. Everyone just needs their ID, and I have to sponsor them on. But people, especially like at night, will bring on minors. Okay, so during the day it's always random inspections, but at night, as soon as 9 p.m. hits, all up in my lane, huh? As soon as 9 p.m. hits, they do mandatory car inspections. So it's the worst when I'm just trying to come home after like a long day out or a long night out, or like my kids are asleep and shit, and I'm just like ready. Like, you know, when you've been out and you're tired, you just want to get the fuck home and go to sleep. I can't do that. Like, it's the fucking worst. I think that's the worst thing about living on base, is that no matter what, you're treated like someone who doesn't live on base. I always felt like we should have special license plates that like scan us through so we don't have to go through that. But all the creepy ass fucking soldiers who get in, because it's so easy to get into the military, because it's easy, a lot of fucked up people get in. And I'm saying this as someone who was in the Army. They get in the Army and they get to like hide behind the fact that they're a service member, because support the troops, and they're seen as like heroes, which they're not. A lot of times they like just do fucked up shit in the military, and it gets covered up. Like, there's so many crimes that happens with soldiers like on base, and just like crazy news that would end up in the news if we weren't military, because the military likes to hide it. They don't want the outsides, like, they don't want civilians to know what's going on and stuff. Like, there's been murders on base, there have been like suicides on base that my husband has had to like show up to and literally clean up. Like, he's had to clean up people's insides off the walls and shit. Like, there's just like fucked up shit. Like, that's not even his job. He's not supposed to even do that. Jeez, what's going on? Oh, people are crossing. Anyway, and anytime like you try to look up any of the news, it's not there. Like, none of it's reported. There's crazy stuff that happens. So anyway, every night after 9 p.m., as soon as 9 p.m. hits, there are mandatory checks for every car. So if I'm by myself, or just like if I'm with the kids and I don't have another adult to do it for me, I have to show my ID, get it scanned like you just saw, and then I have to park, or like put my car in park, unlock my car, and because my trunk door isn't automatic, I have to get out and fucking open my trunk for them to inspect, which wouldn't be as much of a bother if I had like a regular sedan, but you know, I have an SUV, and I have to do it for them. I don't have like the little bing, and like I don't know, I have like the standard SUV because I got my car from Enterprise, which, side note, my uncle has worked for like Chase Auto Financing, I believe, for like my whole life, and he has always told people who like are looking to get a good used car that's not gonna like just be a damn clunker, he always recommends that if you're looking for one and you're on a budget, to go to Enterprise, because he says their prices are already like set. There's no negotiating. They don't make commission off their sales. So like if you want a certain car or whatever and they have it, like that's it. And it's true. But he didn't tell me that. Like, hold on. He didn't tell me that. We ended up going because my friend, I think they bought their, hold on. So like, I think our friends in Hawaii bought their car from Hertz, which is like a car rental place, obviously like Enterprise, and they have to like keep a certain amount of cars, I think, and like they have to be new or updated, and obviously they have to be serviced a lot in order to like be allowed to have them on the road. And so they're always like pumping out cars, and a lot of people don't know that like they sell their cars when they're done using them as their rentals. They just sell them, and sometimes they don't even like, not all their inventory has been a rental car, so they probably just like take on good used cars and that they sell. Because have you noticed like you've rented cars before and they're never like more than 3 years old? So our car is a 2017 and we got it in beginning of 2021. So for us, that's like the newest car we've owned, because we've always owned cars that are like, what, at least like 6-7 years old. It's fine because it has all like everything I need except for the fucking automatic door back there, which I wouldn't be bothered by if we didn't live on base, because like no one is gonna usually have me open my back door without me opening it for them, except for trying to get on base. But yeah, so if you're ever looking for a used car and like, I don't know, you don't want to pay what, more than like 20 grand for a car or something. They obviously have like different price ranges. And you don't want like an old like 1990 or 2000s car. Look at Enterprise, because like it was super easy. Skylar went and looked at cars and I wasn't ready, so I was like, oh, I'm not gonna go. And he called me, he's like, oh, I'm getting the car right now. And I was like, what? Like, he sent me photos of like certain cars and stuff. He was like, yeah, it was easy. Like, they don't hassle you. They're just like, all right, cool. And they were really great about everything. Obviously my car is like standard. It's not going to have like all the amenities or luxuries. But yeah, that does suck. And the reason we have to do this every night after 8 or after 9 p.m. is because there have been way too many instances where soldiers will sneak on minors and bring them to the barracks. Yeah, like fucking high schoolers, teenagers who are not supposed to be here and who are not supposed to be with fucking adults, especially adults in the military. They sneak them on and do God knows what with them in the barracks. Service members are fucked up. They're crazy. And so I guess people would think that they could get away with like sneaking people in their trunks and stuff to like party in the barracks underage, if it's nighttime, because it's like dark and they're just like checking IDs and they don't see anyone in the back seat. So they're like, all right, you're good. But no, you cannot trust people in the military. So they're like, fuck that. We're going to catch these people. So every night at 9 o'clock, I have to be burdened with this shit because people don't know how to act. All right, I'm going to go inside and get ready, and I'll just take you along my day. So I didn't get to record myself yesterday running those errands that I'd mentioned, because I realized after getting some work done for my job, because it's kind of always like unpredictable, because we never know when babies are being born or when something happens or there's something that we want to announce. So I kind of have to like cut what I'm doing and go run to my computer, do a little editing for something here and there, post it, make sure the hashtags are right, all that. There's a lot. It doesn't seem like a lot goes into just like posting things online, but when you're trying to post for a business, you want to make sure everything's right and not too formal, but also not like lazy. So I spent some time, and like I hyper focus on my work, and so I'm like, okay, are the hashtags right? Did I misspell something? Oh, did I get the location wrong? Like, you know, there's always something. So I spent a few hours on that stuff when I was supposed to be getting ready to go to Target, I think to Dollar Tree, and then I think I was supposed to go grocery shopping too. But what was my brain's all over the place right now. But I had to shower, and like with the scalp condition that I mentioned, I can't just like shower and let it air dry, because if it is like, I don't know, like ringworm of the scalp or psoriasis, like depending on what it is, I can't just let there be moisture for too long. So I have to like blow dry it right away, just to eliminate any like, I don't know, like fungus, if that's what it is. And then it does suck because then I don't want to like over dry my scalp, but still, like, the safest bet is to blow dry it, which takes forever. But my husband sleeps during the day when he has to work night shift, so I had to like find a whole new room to do my hair in. And then when I was done, I had to do something else. Oh, I uploaded my other vlog, and then by the time I was done, it was like 11:45, and my husband usually wakes up at 12. And then we like hang out and we go pick up the kids together. And our kids get out at 3, but we like to be there like pretty early. So I was like, fuck, dude, if I leave now, like he's gonna text me and be like, where are you? Like, I'm bored. And so I kind of just like dilly-dallied around the house until it was 12, and then I woke him up and I was like, do you want to go? I didn't say eat, because he would have been like, yeah, let's go. I was like, do you want to go with me to run errands? And he's like, where do you have to go? I was like, I don't know. I have to get like a pumice stone because I really need to hit up these feet. And other things. I was like, I think I'm going to go to Dollar Tree. And he's like, Dollar Tree? That doesn't sound exciting. So he's like, no, I'm going to sleep in. And then I was like annoyed, like, I could have gone right away, but I waited for you. Because anytime I do errands and I'm not back before he wakes up, he's always like, you left me? I thought we were gonna hang out. So I was annoyed. And then I'm like, okay, whatever, I'm going by myself. And then he was like, oh no. And then I texted him, I was like, no, that's annoying. Like, you always say that you want to hang out with me more, because he works so often, like night shifts. And I'm like, and then you don't even come with me. And then so he's like, okay, fine, I'll come with you. And then I didn't want to like bore him. What's up? Do you want to be in the video? Nixon is whispering to me. He said, can you tell them the power turned off? He said, can you tell them the power turned off? Yeah, the night I was actually filming the last vlog I posted, our power went out while I was editing it, not filming it. But I was editing it and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna put it up on my channel, just schedule it for the morning, it'll be done. No, the power just fucking shut off in the middle of it. And I was like, no, did I lose everything? But luckily, Final Cut Pro kind of just saves as you go, which is a good thing. And kind of, sorry, I have like allergies, so I feel it like dripping. It's a good thing and kind of a bad thing, because you never know truly if your work is being saved. Like, I remember in school, they always had us like stop typing in like Word and like control save or whatever. Is it S? I think. So now that I can't like manually save everything as I'm going, I'm always stressed, but it does it anyway. And I know that for a fact now because it shut off, and I still had my work saved when I went back on later in the night. Oh yeah, that is unrelated. Nixon just wanted me to add that. I tell them that they can be on camera if they want, but they're shy a lot of the time. So if you ever do see them, it's because they gave me consent to have them on camera and to post them on my YouTube. They know that I post videos online. When we use YouTube on our Fire Stick, they always see my videos pop up as recommended, and they see like my TikToks and stuff. But I don't really think that they understand who can see my stuff. Like, I don't have a lot of followers on here. I think I have like maybe 1,000, but on TikTok I have like 40,000, and yeah, that could be kind of scary for kids. So yeah, so just so you know, I don't try to force them to be online. Like, I always ask permission, even for pictures and stuff on my Instagram. But okay, back to what I was saying. He was like, oh, that's boring, whatever. So then, since I already knew like he wasn't too excited to get out of bed to go to the Dollar Tree, I was like, fuck that. I'm not going to make him go run my errands with me. I can do that when he goes to work. Even though it sucks, I don't like running errands with the kids when Skylar's at work, because he works late at night sometimes, and I don't like taking them out at night. Like, it just, I love Washington, but for some reason, I don't know, the way it gets super cold like makes me feel less safe here at night. I don't know if that's like a thing, but like growing up back home, it would be still warm at night and just like low effort to go run errands at night. Same with Hawaii, but like here it's just like a big ordeal. So whatever, I was like, you know what? We're not gonna go run errands. I'm gonna take you to lunch since you got up, because I forgot that he stayed up because he got off work around like 6 in the morning. And then he actually stayed up to like shower the kids for me because he knew that the power outage caused us to stay up later than usual because my kids were too scared to like go to bed, and I had to stay up with them, and then I had to edit my video. So he got them ready in the morning, and then by the time he fell asleep, maybe it was like 7. So he didn't, like 7 to 12, but that's 5 hours. So I felt really bad. He was super tired. So I took him to a Mexican restaurant, which was not great, honestly. I was sad because my friend gets us micheladas from there, and they're really good, but it's kind of pricey. Everything off base is gonna be pricey if it's close to like the gates. And I ordered pozole, and it was not pozole. Like, first I said menudo, so it might be my fault. And then I was like, actually, do you have pozole? And then she was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, I'll get pozole. But I feel like, but she went and asked like the cooks in the back, and then they came back and said, yeah, we have it. And it was all menudo. I knew it right away because I'm like, what is this fat and this like stomach lining? Well, it wasn't stomach lining, but it was all fat. And then there was no meat. Like, you know, I don't know, is it pork or beef, whatever. But like, that meat was not in there. There was like traces of the meat, but it was all fat that I was eating. So I was unhappy with that. But you know, I don't like to take it out on like the employees or the restaurants. I just pretended like I loved the shit out of it, tipped my 20% and moved on. And then I took my leftovers and stuff. But so we ate there, and then Skylar got Starbucks, and I don't like vlogging with him because he gets on my nerves. Like, I can't vlog and like just talk like this and be serious. I can do it around the kids, but he acts all weird and like tries to tease me and like make fun of me, and he'd be like, oh my god. So I never like filming anything in front of him. Even like when I would do the surrogacy videos, I'd be like, oh god, why are you watching me? And like, if you look at my birth vlog for the surrogacy, he's like, ooh, cringe, so embarrassing, because like he gets shy in front of the camera, so then he tries to project that onto me, and I'm like, you're annoying, just go. So I don't even let him watch my videos in front of me. I'm like, you can watch them when you're at work or whatever, I don't care, we can talk about them later, but I don't like watching them in front of him because he's like annoying like that. So I didn't film, and then he was just like all groggy, and ew, he was like quiet. I don't like when people are all like quiet when we go out. So it was a boring day. And then it got better after we picked up the kids because he was like finally awake, and we went to Spirit. Well, he didn't tell us. He was like, I'm gonna take you guys somewhere, but I don't want to tell you where we're going. So then we went to Olympia, and I thought we were going to Target because it was next to Target, but it was like a rundown Sears, and it ended up being Spirit Halloween. The kids were so stoked. I was so happy because I haven't been to Spirit in so long, and the one in Hawaii sucked because it was really tiny. It's not their fault. There's like nowhere to put anything, and you had to like wait in a line to get in, and that wasn't even just because of COVID. It was just like super packed. So this one was huge. It was an old Sears, and it had everything, and they're like, oh yeah, we still have more stuff coming. And we looked for stuff for our costume. I won't say what Skylar and I are going to be. It's nothing like crazy, but I just like revealing it online. And we looked for stuff for I couldn't really find anything for mine because mine is just like a person. Like, I can thrift mine, and I actually ended up getting some stuff off ThredUp, Poshmark, Amazon. Like, mine's really easy. And then Skylar's, I got his is kind of expensive because the way I am is like, I don't like things to just look like the character. If I can, I will try and buy the exact thing. So like, there's a shirt that his character wears, and like, it's kind of cut up in a certain way, but I recognize like the material and the color and everything, and I was like, okay. It was this wholesale company, so I had to go through another company, so it's gonna be way more expensive, and I'm gonna have to cut it up and do all these other things. But anyway, the kids got like new trick-or-treating little holders. I guess they're like these sticks, and you can kind of like hold them over your shoulder. Even though their pumpkins were fine. They have light up pumpkins that say trick or treat on the sidewalk, so we can like see where they're going. But we just wanted to get them something while we were there, since we went out there. And there wasn't anything for their costumes because I kind of have to like make their costumes, since it's like a video game that doesn't really have pre-made costumes. And we went to Costco, filled up gas because it's cheaper there than it is on base. You'd be surprised. A lot of people don't know that. They think that everything on base is much cheaper, but what they actually do is say like, oh yeah, no tax for everything. And they just include the tax in the actual price. So like Walmart is cheaper than the PX, Target sometimes. And then gas, their prices are better than off base, but not better than Costco. So we filled up at Costco, got the kids pizza and churros or churros, and then went home. And all the things that I need to do at Target, I was like, why do I bother going into Target with the kids at night by myself when I could just do pickup? And so I just ordered pickup for some things that I needed, and then I picked it up after Skylar went to work, and the kids knocked out in the car, so it worked out for me. But today I guess I could kind of vlog a little bit because Skylar doesn't work. We're probably gonna go see a movie tonight with the kids on base, because that is one thing, like they'll play movies even when they're close to being released in theaters for like really cheap. I think it's like $5 per person. It's just right here, like we could even walk there. I want to actually see if we could walk there, because I've been watching this guy, gosh, ADD, and his name is like Jake Gada on TikTok. And he talks about like how we should try to like help the environment by not driving as much, which is obvious. But I've gotten so lazy, and I think it's the weather too. Because in California, like if I could walk somewhere, I would walk, but also I didn't have a license most of my life. So, but like same with Germany, we didn't have a car, but we walked everywhere there. And it was because the Jake guy says that like Europe is made for walking more than cars. Like his idea is to have US made for people and not cars, and that's why nothing is walkable, because since you're making everything for cars, you have to make sure there's like huge parking lots and freeways and everything, and that's why it's like such a distance to walk places that people are like, fuck that. But in like college towns and stuff, or like downtown Disney, people love downtown Disney because everything's walkable. Yeah, like if things weren't made for cars, then we would be able to do that. Like in Germany, everything was just like walking to your shops, to your bakery, whatever. At night, we would go out and we would be super drunk, but like we were drunk, so our blood was warm, and we would walk to the bars and walk home and it'd be fine. But anyway, I'm thinking we should walk to the movies because it's so close. It's like 2 main streets over. And just to get a little exercise in, because the winter months are rolling in, and I'm not gonna want to like walk outside. And I know it gets bad here. Yeah, so right now, oh God, this is really bad. This week has been us readjusting to like not having my in-laws here. And I've been super tired because when you have visitors, you don't want them to be bored. So you kind of like overexert yourself and like force yourself to get out of the house and do more things than you normally would. And that means everything else kind of falls behind. And so as soon as like we have to transition back to it just being us at the house, my husband went back to working 12-hour shifts at night. And so the kids would be in school, and then as soon as he wakes up, we pick up the kids from school, he gets ready, and then he goes back to work. So while he's awake, the kids aren't at home. Like he gets to just enjoy kid-free life right now. But all of like the time that I usually have where I would have like a break if he'd get off work and the kids get off school and he'd help me and I get to do my own thing, like I don't have that anymore. So I wake up, get the kids ready for school, they get to school, I have a few hours to like do my work, because I have to put my work first because there's also like a time difference. And then maybe I have time to like do my makeup or like whatever I want to do, and then I have to like get Skylar up, and then we do our thing together. So I have no time alone for myself right now in the way that I used to. And I immediately jump into like having to take care of the kids and their homework and everything. And they're so like, oh my God, right after school. So it's a lot of me. It's been making me really fucking tired, and I've been falling asleep like right after they go to sleep, which I normally would stay up and clean so I can have like a blank slate for the next day, but I can't do it. Like I have just been forcing myself to have more energy than I do. Like because I don't want people to be like, oh my God, is she depressed? Or like, what's wrong with her? Why is she just like being lazy? Like ADHD is so draining, and I haven't had my medication until like this week. And so it's been a lot of adjustment. And there's a lot of go. There's been so many appointments, so much shit I've had to do to where like I just have to leave the house in a rush and in a mess. So it's Saturday. I woke up and I'm going to clean, starting with my kitchen. But look at how bad this is. This is disgusting. It doesn't always look like this. Please don't. I don't care if you judge, but duh, that's why I'm cleaning it. I know. Look at these dishes. Disgusting. I'm going to clean. Look at this. I hate that Skylar works these long shifts because then I'm left with these stupid fucking full nasty Tupperware. And this is why if you come to my house, people will be like, oh, where's your Tupperware? I'm not washing that, so I throw it away. All right, do you want to show me or the camera?
All of them.
All of them? Okay.
And
Okay, are you okay with being on camera if I post this on YouTube?
only the picture, not me.
Okay, here, put your hands right here. He said only the picture, not me. All right, Nixon made this. Go. Woo! What is that?
Pokemon.
A Pokeball with, open it, Pikachu. That's awesome, baby. They like to watch little tutorials on how to draw things, and I love it because they bond because they love doing it together and they don't fight as much as they normally do. And then, I don't know, I just think art is like important for kids. It shouldn't always be like study. Like they should have their artistic outlet, and I should embrace that because my parents didn't really embrace that in us. I can't draw, but like choir and like acting, that was stuff I wanted to do, but like my dad was like, no, you need to know sports. So anyway, yeah, this is what my kitchen looks like. We need to clean this mess, clean it all up. And then look, like, oh, that's another thing. Now that the kids have gone back to school, I have so many papers that come home. And if you have ADHD, you might understand this, but like clutter and mess stresses you. And especially when it's out of your control. Like when it's not my mess and not my clutter, I'm like, oh my God, because it's like, yeah, you can put things away where they belong or whatever, but I can't put things away or that's it, they're gone. Like out of sight, out of mind with me and with most people with ADHD. So like I kind of have to have it accessible, or like I have to have papers out on my desk so I can see and know that like, hey, these are just on hold. I need to reference them again. And with kids in school, there's always like a paper that's like, hey parents, don't forget on this day, or reference this page. You're gonna need these later in the year. And so I'm like, I feel paralyzed when all these papers come home to me. And then a lot of time, like they have their drawings and stuff and I don't wanna throw them away. I'm like, what the fuck do I do? So yeah, I panic because then Skylar will like clean up and put things away, and then I'm like, it's lost forever. So it's really hard. So that's why I'm like, what do other parents do when they have that? Should I just get like a huge tote and like throw all the papers in them, and then on a certain date, if I haven't needed them, I can throw them away? Like I don't know what to do, because like right now it's cluttered, but like I need, like, see that paper over there, I need that. Those are notes for work. I got a new notebook, which is gonna make my life easier because I was using sticky notes. And then this paper is telling about my daughter's unit that they're learning, and it has their vocab words. And then it has a reminder for certain things that they're gonna be doing this month. And then right here is like, I had Halloween decor out, but then we kind of had to move things around for Nixon's birthday. Like I still have stuff on the wall from when I had his balloons. And then like I go over Nixon's papers with him because I don't want to just like throw away their work. Like they should still practice even if they got everything correct, just to keep it fresh. But it's a lot. And my brain, like I will look at this in the morning and I'll just be like, I'm gonna go get coffee because I can't deal with this right now. And then by the time I want to deal with it, I have to pick them up or have an appointment or something. So it's really stressful. And then like we got pajama day. I cannot forget that. I could put it on the fridge, but then I take down their drawings that they've asked me to put up. Like there's only so much I can have on display without it looking crazy. And then look, they got pizza last night and they devoured it. Oh, luckily one thing did get better. Like I am able to throw things away now easier because see, we have a balcony here. And our trash cans are below our balcony, but we can't leave them open because like raccoons, and it rains a lot, and the wind will blow everything away. But my husband and my father-in-law copied our neighbors and kind of like made a little pulley system so I can just lift the lids and throw trash down. But trash day was yesterday, and so I don't think my trashes are right there. I'm gonna start cleaning, and then you'll see me when we do another activity. Right there, that's fine.
Ready? Twist and hit it. First hand. Twist.
Good job.
Good job. Good job.
All right, I'm buying stuff to make Nixon's costume right now. I needed cardboard, this paper roll, duct tape, X-Acto knife, glue gun. It'll be pretty cool when it's all done. If you even know the video game. I tried to get stuff to make Skylar's costume, and I can't find black burlap, so I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. Hi, editing Priscilla here. I completely forgot to like end the vlog. I just have one of me like shopping and then nothing else. And then I started filming new clips for a new vlog on a different day. So yeah, this is just me saying that like I was shopping for stuff for everyone's costumes in this last clip at Walmart. And that's where I was gonna end the vlog. And look out for another one because I already have a new vlog that I'm currently working on.